Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time we talked with Owaka, made our way through all the cutscenes here in the Mushroom Rock Road, and now we're ready for Operation Mihen. This guy?
Are you ready?
This guy. Once you're ready, probably want to save. Let's go.
Mr. Kinnock, please.
Well, I guess we're not done all
Will
the
Sin
cutscenes.
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jecht.
Well, look at that. We did something really stupid to make things go wrong. Let me guess, things are gonna go wrong. The music's telling me things are going wrong. Wasn't that the thing holding all the Sinspawn? Wasn't it just empty? Maybe I'm looking at things wrong. Oh! Hello! How are you? We have boss time! Now, there's two ways to go about this. If you've learned a level 2 elemental spell for Lulu, then this boss fight's going to be really easy. If you haven't, then I'm going to go over an alternate strategy. Null Shock. We're going to get haste up on Titus first, which means the first round he'll be able to just hit me however he wants, but I wanted to use Null Shock to protect against that. We want to use Power Break on the core. And look at it, it's got 12,000 HP. The head is able to use Venom, which you don't want to be able to hit you. And then the arms are just going to protect the main body every time you attack it, just like so. But we want to get Power Break on the core there to cut its damage
So the arms
down.
are for defense.
Yeah, that's how it works. And we got Power Break on it. Good. Okay, so once you've done that, then we're going to pull out, and we can pull out for Waka if you want. It doesn't really matter. None of his abilities are going to be particularly useful, but in order to hit the head, since it's so far away, we either need to use Waka's Ball, or we need to use Magic. Okay, now here's an ability we haven't had to use yet. Provoke draws the enemy's attack toward you. Now, this core is susceptible to this. Now, normally what he'll do is open up the fight with 2 normal attacks, and then he'll alternate 1 attack and then demi every round, or every second round. If you use Provoke, I'm hoping it will draw all attacks toward Titus. Now, once the head up there moves suspiciously, Waka needs to either hit that, or... okay, good. Either Waka needs to hit it, or Lulu needs to hit it with a spell in order to stop him from using the ability Venom. The head will use either a lightning spell, or it'll charge up to use Venom. If it uses Venom, it inflicts slow and poison 100% of the time. You don't want that to happen. That is not going to go over well. We're going to go haste on Orin here. Do note that the arms are also armored, so you need to use... what's the a piercing weapon there. And let's see, we're gonna keep you out for a quick sec. I'm gonna bring in Kamari here. I wonder if that'll stop it. Oh, look at that. That stops it too. You can use the ball, lancet, or a spell then. Cool. Speaking of which, let's bring in Lulu here. Like I said, if you only have your basic 4 elemental spells, you're probably not going to do all that much damage. You could sit there, cast Haste on her, and use Focus a bunch of times. But if you've learned any of the second level spells, you should be able to one-shot pretty much any of this stuff. Now, the sidearms have 800 HP. I think you need 500 to overkill them. Either use Cheer with Titus or on Orin or Kamari and get up to 500 damage to overkill them. Or use Lulu in this case. Now, once you've used Provoke with Titus, you can't have him leave the field, otherwise someone else will, or he will, provoke will basically wear off. Okay, so we're just going to keep cheering, I think. Now, what you can do with Ornn, if you feel the need and Titus has taken too much damage, is you can use Ornn to guard. And I'm going to see how well this works here. Okay, he's just going to guard for everybody. It basically takes damage for an ally. So you can use a combination of provoke and guard. And if you do that, he shouldn't ever be able to use his dim. Okay, maybe it... Did provoke not go through? Is that all that is? I need somebody... I can't take you out yet. I'm going to take Lulu out here real quick. I should have cast haste on her, but... Oh well. Okay, we'll pull Yuna out, since Yuna hasn't done anything yet. Oh, he does have provoke on. He just uses Demi anyway. Never mind then. Don't worry about provoke. I was hoping for a strategy that locked him into a normal attack against Titus, and then I was going to use guard with Ornn to have him take the hits for him, since Ornn's got more HP. But I guess not. You've already done something. Waka's already done something. So we're going to bring in Kimahri here. Does Kimahri do enough damage to kill you yet? Almost in one shot. Now the head's moving again, so we want Lulu to use a spell on it. The head, I think, needs 800 damage to overkill it, and same with the body. So any of Lulu's spells will work, or if you've built up enough damage with Waka's ball, that could work too. So we're going to haste Lulu here. Nope. We're going to use Fyra on you to finish you off. Once you've killed both the arms, you can attack the body normally, and I don't think you need a piercing weapon in order to do that. Now, let's get Cheer going here again. Kimahri's got a little more damage here, so I think I'm going to keep him in as opposed to Ornn there. We're going to get one more cheer going here. That gives Kimahri 4, and Titus has all 5 of his already, which should be enough here. And then I'm going to use a high potion on Titus, heal him up. And then Lulu to finish off the head there. And let's see, get one more haste going over there on Kimahri. And that's pretty much it. We just go and beat the crap out of him until he dies now. Like I said, if you don't have a level 2 elemental spell, I would haste Lulu and focus on her, or otherwise you could use Waka, and you could start using maybe some overdrives or something like that. Go. I could still use focus if I really wanted to. I just don't particularly care. So there we go. We got 900 with you and 800 with you. He's not going to last all that long. And we'll go like this. We don't need to bother with trying to overkill the boss with an Aeon or anything like that. We do more than enough damage as is. If you've run your characters in a different way to how I have, you might not be able to overkill. Yeah, the arms will regenerate every 3rd or 4th round, depending on how well things go. Titus can't hit these guys because he's not... well, he can. It just... They're armored, so it's not going to do as much damage. So we'll have Lulu take care of one. Kimahri take care of the other. Go. Nice. Look at all that damage. Like I said, though, if you don't have the same amount of damage I do, you could use Cheer on Titus and Overdrive, Cheer on Waka with an Overdrive, Cheer on Focus with Lulu, and then have Lulu use her Overdrive. A whole bunch of things you could use, or of course you could use your Aeons to overkill them if you so desire. if you don't have the level 2 elemental spells and you don't have a strategy, this boss fight can be somewhat difficult, but for the most part, I wouldn't worry too much. And that should be it. Make sure you get everybody in there. And it shouldn't be too bad. Oh. It's a Kraken! That is a very strange way of animating that Sin is here. Chocobo Knights! Charge! Seriously, why are there even Chocobo Knights? He's in the water! How are they going to do anything? Were they just targets? Oh, would you look at that? Actually, oh yeah, right. Sinspawn fall from Sin's body. We're attacking. We're not very bright, are we? Okay, so the Chocobo Knights do have a purpose. To take on the Sinspawn that fall from his body.
Look out!
Oh, you had some kind of weird armor on or something like that. Oh. Now, I considered the clip of Exodia Obliterate there, but nah. And we have renewed boss time. This time, fight is a little bit different and even easier. Because we get to use Seymour.
Stand back, Lady Una.
Yes.
I don't know why she says that, then we just fight with her anyway. You don't have any other characters to switch out in this fight. It's all you guys. It's the only time in the game we have access to Seymour. He has all the 4 basic elemental spells and the level 2 ones. He's got Cura, got some other crap that we don't need. I don't know why he's missing one of the null spells, but sure. And he also has a normal attack, which I think is reasonably powerful, but pretty much the entire time you're going to be using spells because he does even more damage, slightly, than Lulu does. Okay, and we can use Null Shock. Now, this is since this is the one and only fight we get to use Seymour, it's also the one and only fight that you can possibly see Seymour's Overdrive. In this case, because it's so difficult to get him in Overdrive, I'm not going to show that off, but the option is definitely there. So we can power break the main dude again here. And basically just have Yuna go and pray, because there's not really much else she can do in this fight. Most of the heavy lifting is going to be done by taking care, or with Seymour taking care of pretty much everything. And the reason I'm using Fyra instead of any of the other spells is just because it's the first one that I find on the list. He can still cast Demi, but most of his damage has been severely nuked compared to the previous fight. There's Thundara. And we've killed the head. Now, oddly enough, the only part of both of these fights, since there was no break in between the 2 fights, both fights count towards your experience total. And so Auron and Yuna will get more, and Seymour only gets for the 1 fight. But they'll get more than the other ones. But this part of the core, according to the walkthrough I've been following, is the only one that actually drops any items, or at least any of the, you know, the base items, not the equipment. You might get some good equipment from this fight. You can drop elemental strike weapons, so... Okay, we'll just have Orin go for a hit here. Do note, if you're using Dragon Fang, Orin's overdrive there, it won't block or stop the head from using its ability there. Let's see what his normal attack does. It's alright. Not great, but it's alright. Basically, Yuna on Prey, Orin on normal attack, and Seymour on elemental spells, and that's pretty much the rest of the fight now. It really is not supposed to be all that difficult. And just make sure you have Seymour deliver the final blow, because, oops, no, because he will get the overkill for us. Again, it's only 800, so... Once we start getting some more abilities, the fights that we get into will actually start to be somewhat interesting when it comes to the strategies involved, because there's some really interesting strategies you can perform in this game. Nah. I was going to try a normal attack just to bring him down just enough so that Seymour could kill him in the next hit, but nah. We'll guard with Seymour for now. He's not going to be able to kill it, and I'll just have Orin hit one more time. The arms regenerated. Crap. Okay, he can take care of the arms then. Unfortunately, I don't have haste this time around. No Titus. Okay, might as well pray again. Keep our HP up. Not that it is a huge amount of importance. Technically, I guess you could die here, but it would be a rarity. That probably won't be enough. But Orin will get another hit in, I think, before Seymour does, since Seymour is casting a spell here. And we'll guard with you. And we'll do a normal attack here. And that's pretty much the boss fight there. Overkill. Nice. Yeah, you don't need to summon your Aeons, they just take longer anyway. You could have and summoned them and taken care of the boss when it had like 4,000 HP left. As you can see, Seymour gets a whole whack ton of levels there because he's really low level. So he gets 9 on the sphere grid all at once, which is pretty cool. And if you overkill him, you get 6 level 1 key spheres. An alert ring isn't really what I was hoping for there, but that's fine.
The others!
Oh, so this was... I guess everyone was trying to distract him for this moment? Whoa. Looks like it's weakening his shield. Uh-oh. Overdrive much? We need more damage. Need more power. Oh, we got it. This might actually work. Or not. Well, that didn't go well. Oh. even though I don't mind Titus as a character, because of the tradition that he has as being made fun of all the time, I'm gonna take every opportunity to make fun of him just because I enjoy doing it. We now have control of Titus. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will run around and see if we can see who's left alive at this point. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.